All right, I'm gonna show you guys something that kind of irritated me. It might irritate you a little bit because I've spent probably at least $100 to $200 on these back rollers, but today I'm going to teach you how to make your very own at home for under $10. First things first, you want to go to your local hardware store. Most hardware stores, you actually might have to go and get one of these pieces cut for you in a 3 to 2 feet length. But at Home Depot, they actually have pieces that are already cut for you. They have a 3-inch and a 4-inch, 1-inch and 2-inch, but just preference, I'm gonna get the 4-inch. It is a little bit more pricey at $9, but if you want to get something that's gonna be a little bit cheaper, but also do the same job, I would say just get the 3-inch, and that is actually $6. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter which one you get. The size doesn't really matter, but by preference, I'd rather get the 4-inch. The next big step, just so whenever you're using it, it's not gonna slide around, and you can get yourself some colored duct tape. And for this, I'm just gonna get blue and orange. So the duct tape really isn't necessary if you don't care what the PVC pipe looks like and you kind of like the look of it. Honestly, just stick with it, but just for this video, I'm gonna make it look badass. So earlier I said you don't really need the duct tape, but after I came back and kind of used this a little bit, I want to show you something. When you're using it as a back roller, the PVC pipe likes to slip a lot. So to prevent that, you put duct tape around it so it has just a little bit of adhesive. Keep it from rolling, because if you don't have it, right when you get to a certain point, it's gonna slip out right there. It can actually end up hurting your spine, and that's the last thing you want. So now I'm gonna decorate it and make it look all nice. Boom! And she is all done. Now I'm gonna show you how to use it. All right, so now you have your very own back roller. I'm gonna show you some little things to help you really learn how to properly use it and not mess any bones or muscles up. All right, so the main reason why I actually prefer using the PVC pipe roller versus this like $60 or $80 back roller is because I feel like with all these grooves, you kind of end up losing muscles and stuff like that. Like whenever you're rolling stuff out, you don't actually get the full push of the knot out of your muscle. But with this, it being completely flat, literally the entire time that you're rolling on the roller, it's pushing out the knots and really working out your muscles the whole time. And it's more of a deep massage than any of these because these are all foam rollers and kind of soft, but this is just like rock hard. So if you really want to get in there and really help your body and make your stretching easier, this is the way to go. Let's get started. Your spine is kind of the line that you go back and forth on, but you want to stick to each side right where these kind of meaty areas of your back are. Is when you get onto the back roller, you want to stay right above your hip bone because you don't want to roll onto your bone because it can end up actually injuring you. Go from here to right under your shoulder blade. So you want to stay kind of at an angle and really just find the point where it's hurting a lot. Where it hurts, you want to stay on that spot because what that's doing is it's going to release the knot that's in your back. So you want to kind of stay there. The whole goal is to not roll back and forth really fast. It may feel good, but it's not actually doing anything. So you really just want to slowly make your way down until you hit your shoulder blade and then go all the way back. Make sure you breathe as much as possible. Keep a steady breath going the whole time. It's almost like you're doing yoga or running a sprint. The main reason why you want to breathe is because it really relaxes you and it creates oxygen going through all your muscles and just helps you really push the knots out a lot easier. Another thing you can do if you want to get in between your shoulder blades, something that really helps me is I get my arm and I cross it. So when I go onto the back roller, it fits right in between my shoulder blade and my spine, and it gets in really, really deep and feels amazing. I don't know if you heard that, but that was a knot popping. And yeah, you just do the same thing. You sit there, breathe, and then boom, it's been rolled. Moving on to the glutes, otherwise known as your butt. I actually injured my whole left hip last weekend at the Chino ISA. I'll play right now. So I've been really using this thing, and I've also been using lacrosse balls and golf balls, but I'll get to that later on. So the best thing you want to do is really stay on the meaty part of your glute. So what you want to do is you can either sit like this if you don't want a lot of pressure, but if you want more, you can cross your leg like this, kind of at a 90-degree angle, just like this, on top of your knee. You don't want it on your knee, but you want it just right above. Same thing as before, you just find the spot that really hurts where you make that pain face. You just want to hold it there. You can rock back and forth. You can kind of move it side to side, but you really don't want to rock back and forth quickly because you're not really gonna do much. Trust your body. Your body's gonna know exactly what it needs. So if there's something that I'm showing you that doesn't really feel that good, but there's like another way that you do it that feels better, do that, because that's probably something that's better for you, and everyone's different, everybody's body's different. So that's just a little tip. So now moving to your lat muscle, which is the muscle that goes from your ribs up to your shoulder blade. There's a really cool way to roll that out, and it feels really good. Sometimes it hurts the first couple times you do it because rolling out a muscle you don't normally touch. So you want to put the roller right under your shoulder blade, just right on that meaty part. And the same thing as before, you really want to just really roll it out. You don't want to go to your rib cage. You just want to stay in the meaty area, because if you go in your ribs, it's probably gonna hurt pretty bad. And then if you find that bump right where it pops, you really just want to sit there, rock back and forth, go up and down. Oh my gosh. And afterwards, you'd have like so much more movement. Gosh, it feels so good. Next, I'm gonna show you how to really work your thighs out. So what you wanna do is, like I said before, you don't wanna go on any bones. So you wanna start in between your hip and the very top of your knee. And what you wanna do is you can either put both legs on top of each other for more pressure, but if you don't want as much, you put your leg behind you and help kind of lift yourself up just to really be able to control the pressure that you put on your leg. So if you can't handle that much, do this, but if you want it to be really, really deep, do this. So same thing from the bottom of the knee. You wanna go find the spot. Normally mine is right there. Kind of hold it. You can rock back and forth, loosen it up, and then push it out. And then do that about 6 or 8 times. You can really do as many times as you want. And then what you can do that's really cool is you can really turn top of your thigh, and you go all the way up to your hip flexor, down to your knee, and you go all the way around. You can even go on the back of your thigh. If you cross your legs like this, you can really get in there. And then same thing, you just kind of really work it out. It feels really good. Another thing you can do, I actually have a pulled groin right now. I've had it for a couple months. So what I've been doing to help me is you put the back roller parallel to yourself, and then you put your knee at a 90-degree angle, and then all you do, really press in. All right, so now moving to calves. A big thing that I learned recently at Dr.Beau Hightower's office. If you guys have seen that video, it's actually really informative. If you haven't seen it, I'll have it up in the cards. And that's actually where I got the idea for the PVC pipe roller, because he had it there and I was like, why did I never think about this? And it works so good. I'm gonna show you a little something they taught me. One way you can do your calves is you can just cross your legs, or you can have your leg off to the side, depending on how much pressure you want. But for me, I prefer having my legs crossed, and you can really just roll it out like that, and it feels really good. And same thing, you can really just stop where it hurts, move it back and forth. A new way that I found, you wanna start at the top of your ankle. All you do is roll from the inside of your leg all the way out to the outside until you hit that bone. Do that all the way up until you hit the very top of your calf. You can even get your hamstring in the middle of your leg right here, because your hamstring really doesn't get worked out all that much, and I feel like you're using your calves and your hamstrings and thighs all the time. This is honestly something just to really help loosen everything up and make your whole body happy. Now, for the last one I'm gonna show you. Something you can do with the back roller is you can really roll your feet out. I've found that it really doesn't get in deep enough. So one thing you can actually use to get a deeper massage inside your foot is either a golf ball or a lacrosse ball. Honestly, both of these work great. A golf ball's a lot easier to find, but you can go from literally almost every part of your foot and you just dig it in. It definitely hurts, but a lot of people don't really take care of their feet. So something that's really interesting that not a lot of people know about, your feet actually have a lot of nerves in them that can actually affect the rest of your body. It can reduce stress, it can help with injuries, it can change your entire mood. So honestly, really take care of your feet. If you don't even use this back roller or anything and you're just enjoying this video, just get a golf ball or a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball and really just work your feet out every day. While you're sitting in a chair, you can roll it out and just sit there for a few minutes a day, and it's really gonna benefit you in the long run. And then another thing you can use these for, I prefer a lacrosse ball for this, but you can really get your glute, and it's a lot more of a pressure point, and you're able to dig in a lot deeper than you can with the back roller. And you can do the same things with your shoulders, you can do it with your chest, you can even do it with your arms. You can just like sit here and really roll your arms out. So the whole gist of this video is to really just help you learn how to take care of your body and just benefit yourself. So if you enjoyed this video and you wanna see more videos, you wanna see a stretching video, anything you wanna see, let me know in the comments. You can also ask me any questions on my Instagram at Clayton Lindley. Try to check it as much as I can, so if you have a question, hit me up. I'll even send you a video of how to do certain things. Also, we have $5 shirts on the Undialed website. I know, $5, right? Can't go wrong with that. We also have our April drop on April 4th, including a ride day at AZ Grind, so stay tuned for that. All the information is on our website under the events tab. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.